Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll continue with the revision for the April 2025 paper. And today I'll do section 1. That's the theory part, also known as the multiple choice question section. Yeah, and if you're watching this video for the first time, please take a minute also to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share, and you can give your comments on the comment section. So without much ado, I'll go straight away to the questions. And it's always good for a student. It's good as a student that you read the instructions carefully before you answer the questions. Yeah, so this was business data analytics practical paper. And they have instructed that you answer all questions in section 1 and section 2, and any one question in section 3. So section 1 has 20 multiple choice question. And each carrying 1 mark. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Then section 2 has 3 practical questions, each carrying 20 marks. Section 3 has 2 practical questions, each carrying 20 marks. So answer any one question out of the 2 questions in section 3 based on your specialization. Yeah, that's where now you choose the question based on your specialization. So under section 2 and section 3, you are required to create MS Excel worksheets and input your workings and solutions. You may use the Excel template within the question. Yeah, that's refers to the other questions that we have done. Huh? Yeah, so section 1 is always 20 marks, and this is an area that will always boost you as a student. Yeah, to enable you to pass this paper, because you get almost 15 out of this, then you have to look for only 35 marks on the other side. Or you get the all marks, which is 20, and you have now to look for 30 only on the other part, section 2 and 3, which has 80 marks. So without much ado, let me read the question. So you answer all questions in this section here. So this section, you answer each and every question. And this is also an area that I was able to test you on our April mock. Yeah. So question 1, I'll read the question. Which one of the following MS Excel, that's Microsoft Excel features allows you to select or highlight all cells that have formulas? Yeah, so A is find it. B, replace all. C, go to find. D, go to special. Yes, the correct answer here, the function that we'll use to select, yeah, it's always to highlight all cells that are formula, is go to special. Yeah, the correct answer here was D, go to special. Yeah, so I always advise my students to always read theory part, yeah, and take it seriously, yeah, because this is an area that they will always test, and you get your 1 mark. So that was equivalent to 1 mark. So go to special is a feature that is used to highlight all cells that have formulas. Number 2, question 2. Assuming cell A1 in MS Excel is displaying the number quotes 12,000.7789 quotes. Yeah, it's in quotes because, yeah, it's an example. Yeah, which one of the following MS Excel formulas should be used to round this number to the closest integer? Yeah, so what is the integer? An integer is a number without a decimal. Yeah, so which formula will you use? So A, we have equals to m round bracket A1 comma to 100, you close the bracket. B equals to m round A1 comma 10. C, round A1 to 0. D equals to round A1 to 1. So the correct answer is C. Yeah, you say equals to round bracket A1 to 0. Yeah, so it will round this number to the nearest integer. So the closest integer when you use equals to round A1 to 0. So the correct answer here was C. The correct answer here was C. So we go to question 3. Which one of the following stages of the CRIPS? CRIPS is called the Cross Industry Standard Process for Data Mining. Yeah. So which one of the following stages of the CRIPS framework involves evaluating the results of the analysis? I also tested the evaluation part. Yeah. So which one of the following stages of the CRIPS framework involves evaluating the results of the analysis? So this evaluation. So A, does evaluation involves interpret? B, does in evaluation involves insert? C, investigate? D, iterate? Yes, the correct answer to evaluate is to interpret. To evaluate is to interpret. So that stage, the correct answer was A, to interpret. That's the evaluation. So this question, you will answer it correctly if you know what evaluation is when it comes to cross-industry process for data mining. Cross-industry process for data mining. Yeah, and the correct answer there was A. Yeah, that's the correct answer. So we go to question 4. Go to question 4. Read the question. Which one of the following types of data visualization tools is best suited for showing the composition of a whole? Yeah, so they're talking about composition tools, yeah, in visualization. So A is scatter plot. No, scatter, we know that's a relationship. Tool, line graph, relationship, bar chart, distribution. So the correct answer is pie chart. Yeah, pie chart is the composition. Yeah, so the correct answer here was D, the pie chart. Pie chart. Question 5. Question 5. Which one of the following is the first stage in the data life cycle? Yeah, so they are examining the data life cycle. And question 5. So A, modeling data requirements. B, recording data. C, identifying data sources. D, removing data. So the correct answer here, the first stage is always identify the data sources. So C was the correct answer. C was the correct answer. So we go to question 6. Question 6. In MS Excel, which one of the following statements best describes the purpose of the VLOOKUP function? In MS Excel, which one of the following statement best describe the purpose of VLOOK function? So VLOOK function, yeah, I told you that V always represent the vertical, and vertical in Excel is the row. Yeah, so for you to answer this question correctly, then you look at where there is a mention of a row. So A, it multiplies values in a specified range. B, it searches for a value in the leftmost column of a table and returns a value in the same row from a specified column. Okay, C, it allows you to enter data into multiple cells at once. D, it automatically generates charts based on selected data. Yeah, so the correct answer here was B. It searches for a value in the leftmost column of a table and returns a value in the same row. Yeah, it even adds there in the same row from a specified column. So the correct answer here was B. The correct answer here was B. The correct answer here was B. Don't know why it's not highlighting. Let me undo that. Yes, the correct answer here was B. Yeah, so but B. B is the correct answer. So we go to question 7. Question 7. So in data analytics, which one of the following data models is typically used to organize data in a structure of tables with rows and columns, where each table has a unique key and relationships are established between tables? Yeah. So here they are testing your knowledge on the models. Yeah. The models, the data models. Yeah. So which one? So A, dimensional model. B, entity relationship model. The ER model. C, document model. D, key value model. So the correct answer is the entity relationship model. Yes, the entity relationship model is what is used to organize data in a structure of table with rows and columns, where each table has a unique key and relationship are established between table. Yeah, so the correct answer was entity relationship model. The correct answer was B. B was the correct answer. B was the correct answer. Question 8, we go to question 8. Which one of the following best describes the difference between a logical data model and a conceptual data model? Yeah, conceptual and logical. So A, yeah, for this you have to know the three data models. Yeah, the three data models. So we always have the logical, conceptual, and physical. Yeah, so we have, though they are the three. Yeah, yeah. So a logical data model defines the structure of data without specifying how it is stored, while a conceptual data model defines the specific tables and columns. That's not true when it comes to conceptual. Yeah, because it's conceptual that does not even specify. Yeah, so I'll eliminate A on my side. B, we read B. A logical data model is created to outline the business processes, whereas a conceptual data model outlines the technical database structure. So they have interchanged, yeah? So it's logical that outlines the technical data structure. So I'll also eliminate B. Yeah, that's how you eliminate these things. But C, a conceptual data model is focused on high-level business concepts, while a logical data model is more detailed and defines specific attributes, relationships, and data types. Yeah, so for C, a conceptual data model is focused on high-level business concepts. Very true. While a logical data model is more detailed and defines specific attributes, relationship, and data types. That's also true. Yeah, so let me read the part D. A conceptual data model, because the question say best describe, yeah? Yeah, best describe. So D, a conceptual data model includes specific database platforms and storage details. A conceptual does not deal with storage. Storage is the physical data model. Yeah, so automatically I'll cancel that. So the correct answer here was C. A conceptual data model is focused on high-level business concepts, while a logical data model is more detailed and defines specific attributes, relationships, and data types. So the correct answer here was C. The correct answer here was C. So for you to answer this question correctly, you must know what conceptual, logical, and physical data models are. Yeah, these are the notes that I supplied you with there. So we go to question 9. Question 9. One of the processes in the cross-industry standard process for data mining is data preparation. This includes the following tasks. Yeah, so you are told the task under data preparation. 1, handling missing values. 2, transforming variables. 3, selecting features. 4, combining data sets. Which one of the following choices represent the task in their correct order? So the correct order means from the beginning to the end. Yeah, under data preparation. Yeah, so here you have to know what data preparation is all about to answer this question correctly. So I'll start with A. I will start with A. A, number 1, is handling missing values. Number 2, transforming variables. 3, selecting features. 4, combining data sets. So for you to answer this question correctly, the last part of data preparation is always combining the data sets. Yeah, so that will help you to eliminate other answers. Yeah, so combining will always be the last. Yeah, so when you look at A, it has 4 at the end, and C also had 4 at the end. So I won't even go and look for B and D. Yeah, so I'll start with A. A, handling missing values, correct. That's the first step. The second step, transforming variables, that's also correct. 3, selecting features, correct. Then lastly, combining data sets. So the correct answer here was A. But if you go now to C, which also has 4 at the end, it starts with handling missing values. Then it goes to selecting features. You can select features before transforming the variables. Yeah, when you are doing what you call the data preparation. Yeah, so the correct answer here will automatically be A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for you to answer that question correctly, you have to know what data preparation is as far as cross-industry process for data mining is concerned. So go to question 10. We'll go to question 10. Which one of the following graphs is the correct category for distribution category? Yeah, they are just asking about the distribution tools under visualization. So A, scatter plot, we know that's relationship. Heat maps fall under relationship. The nested pie charts, that's comparison. Then the box plot will automatically be the correct answer. Yeah, so the box plot is the correct answer. So D is the box plot. Question 11. We continue. So if you are watching this video for the first time, I'd like to remind you to take a minute and hit the subscribe button. Also like the video, give your comments below this video so we can get to hear from you. Yeah, so thank you once again for watching and tuning in. So we continue with question 11. Question 11 says, the following statement relates to diagnostic analytics and its use in accounting. Diagnostic analytics helps answer, why did this happen? Yeah, you are diagnosing somebody. Yeah, why did this happen? Yeah. So by examining past performance and identifying the underlying reasons for certain outcomes, for example, diagnostic analytics can assist a business decide whether to approve or deny loans based on insights into the likelihood of default. Which one of the following statement is correct? Yeah, so what we are given here, which one is correct? So 1 is A, the definition of diagnostic analytics is the only correct part. Yeah, they have said that diagnostic analytics helps answer, why did this happen? I'll go through all of them. Is the only correct part. So it means that what we have read is not correct. Yeah. Yeah. So the only correct part is diagnostic analysis. So I have to go through so that I'll be able to eliminate. So number B, the answer B, the example of diagnostic analytics is the only correct part. C, the entire statement is correct. So it means that everything that we have captured is correct. D, the entire statement is false. So it means that what we have captured is false. So for you to answer this question, we'll go back. We'll say diagnostic analytics helps answer, why did this happen? You diagnose. Like when you're taken to an hospital, when you the doctor will ask you on how you are feeling. Yeah, that's I told you. I always told my students that's how you reason. Huh? The doctor will ask you, yeah, because you may be having symptoms for malaria, then you will tell him. Then based on the on the symptoms, he will be able to diagnose you with malaria or TB or cough. Yeah, so diagnostic analytics helps answer, why did this happen? Yeah, why did this happen? That does not necessarily mean diagnostic analytics. Yeah, yeah, because they diagnose you after why this actually happen. Yeah, So diagnosis analytics helps answer why did this happen. That's not correct. Huh? By examining past performance, identifying the underlying reasons for certain outcomes. For example, diagnostic, that's the example now. Diagnostic analytics can assist a business decide whether to approve or deny loans based on insights into the likelihood of default. Yeah. Yeah, that the example is very correct, yeah. Because it's enabled the business to whether to approve or based, yeah. They have diagnosed maybe you are how do we call it? Like when it comes to loan, there's the CRB. Yeah? They will be able to look at your CRB, yeah, the Credit Reference Bureau. Yeah, and your performance, yeah, your performance, yeah, your ratings, yeah. Yeah, so they will diagnose you based on your ratings. Yeah, so this example is correct, but this diagnostic analytics alone is not correct. Yeah, the example is correct. So B, the example diagnostic analytics is the only correct part. Yeah, for me, I'll die with that. Huh? The example is the only correct part. Yeah, that's the only correct part. Yeah, question 12. We are moving well. In the field of accounting and finance, prescriptive analytics is primarily used to do what? Yeah, prescriptive. A, identify patterns and trends in historical financial data. Historical, that's always uh, using historical data is always prescriptive, is always descriptive. Huh? Yeah, that is descriptive. And to an extent also the predictive. Huh? Yeah, B, recommend actions or strategies to achieve desired financial outcomes. Yeah, to prescribe is to recommend actions or strategies to achieve desired financial outcomes. Automatically, I'll go with B as the correct answer. I won't even go further. To read. Yeah, because prescriptive is all about recommending action. Yeah. Let's recommend actions. Yeah. So maybe I'll read C, summarize and report past financial for decision making. No. Predict future, that is predictive. Huh? Yeah, based on historical data. So the correct answer there was B. Yeah, the correct answer was B. So we go to question 13. Question 13. I'll read the question. Which one of the following is considered as a key quality of effective data visualization in data analytics? So this question, you have to know the qualities of an effective data visualization, because the visualization is where you present financial information in the form of a graph that is understandable to any shareholder, whether they have a background in finance or they don't have a background in finance. So they can be able to check and know that within the year, the profits or the revenues in January were higher than revenues in February. Yeah. So which one of the following, which one of the following is considered as a key quality of effective data visualization in data analysis? A, using as many colors and shapes as possible to enhance visual appeal. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not the effective data visualization. B, displaying data without any labels or legends to keep the focus on the chart itself. Mm-mm, mm-mm. C, simplifying complex data into clear, easy to understand visual formats that convey the message. Then let me read D, including every possible data point, even if it overcomplicates the visual representation. No, I disagree. So the correct answer here is to simplify complex data. That's why I said a good data visualization tool should be simple to understand, even for those who have no background in what you are presenting. Yeah, like now we are accountants and finance officers. The presentation should be simple to understand. Yeah, so the correct answer here will be C, simplify. Simplifying complex data into clear, easy to understand visual formats that convey the message. Yeah, yeah, that's now that's the best, that's the key quality of effective data visualization tool. Question 14. Question 14. Which one of the following is not a core principle of data protection under data protection laws? Yeah, so you have to read through the data protection laws. So A, data minimization. B, transparency and accountability. Yeah, I think that's a core principle. C, data retention for unlimited period. D, purpose limitation. So I'll start with A. A, data minimization. Yeah, you can minimize data, and how do you do this? Yeah, you can minimize data. You assume that that's data access. Yeah, you access me. Yeah, minimize in terms of access. Yeah, yeah. So that will qualify as a core principle data protection. Transparency and accountability, that's automatic. Then data retention for unlimited periods. Yeah, I think it will be data retention for limited periods. Yeah, yeah. You can't retain data for unlimited periods. Yeah. Then purpose limitation. Yeah, purpose limitation is also a core principle. So the correct answer here, which one of the following is not? Yeah, the one which is not goes against the principles of data protection is data retention for unlimited periods. Yeah, you can't retain data for unlimited periods. You can't retain data for unlimited periods. So we go to question 15. Which one of the following is not part of 5 V's of big data? Yeah, this was a free answer. So A, volume is part of the 5 V's, variety, velocity, validation, it does not fall anywhere under the 5 V's of big data. So the correct answer here was D. Yeah, and as my student, you don't miss out on such. Yeah, so question, that's a free marker. Question 16. In the context of data analytics, which one of the following statements correctly shows the distinction between data protection and data security? There was always a distinction between data protection and data security in the approach to managing data. So A, yeah, they're just asking you to define what data protection and data security is. Yeah, simple as such. A, data protection focuses on ensuring data privacy and compliance with the regulations, while data security focuses on preventing unauthorized access and attacks. I think that's the correct answer, but let me go to B. Data protection and data security are identical since both aim to prevent data loss and ensure privacy. That's not true because data protection is not all about preventing, it's not about ensuring privacy. Yeah, but it's all about ensuring that there's data. Sorry, it's all not all about privacy, but also about compliance with regulations. Yeah, it's all about compliance with regulations. So the B, I will eliminate it. C, data protection involves encryption techniques, while data security involves access control only. No, you can't limit data protection to only encryption. Yeah, data protection is more than encryption, and even data security is even more than access control. Yeah, it's more than access control only because I've said only. So it means that we define data protection by encryption. Yeah, that's not true. Encryption is just part of data protection. Yeah, but it's not the only. Yeah, it's not the only technique under data protection because data protection involves privacy and compliance. Yeah. D, data protection is concerned with physical security measures, while data security involves backup strategies. Not true. Not true. Yeah, that's not true. So the correct answer here will be automatically A. A is what define data protection and data security. Yeah, so data protection focuses on ensuring data privacy and compliance with regulations. Yeah, while data security focuses on preventing unauthorized access and attacks. Yeah, attacks like cyber attacks. Yeah, and unauthorized access. Question 17. Which one of the following is the primary purpose of data mapping in data analytics? Yeah, why do we do mapping when it comes to data analytics? A, to visualize data trends over time. To visualize is just part of data mapping, but let me read the other thing. B, to convert data from one format to another. C, to organize data into structured tables. D, to cleanse data by removing errors. So what data mapping is all about, to convert data from one format to another. To convert data from one format to another. B is what determines, is what defines data mapping. Question 18. Which one of the following statements is true regarding data portability and data erasure under data protection law? So I'll read A. A. Data portability allows individuals to request that their data be erased without restriction, while data erasure allows them to request a copy of their data in a structured format. In fact, they have interchanged, they have interchanged it. Yeah, portability means that it's portable. Something portable is something you can move with. What you can, yeah, what is portable? It means that you can have a copy, you can carry it, yeah? Portability is something that you can carry. B, data portability allows individual to obtain their data in a commonly used machine readable format, and transfer it to another service provider, while data erasure allows individuals to request the deletion of their personal data under certain conditions. Huh? I think that's correct. That's correct. C, let me read C. Data portability requires companies to retain individuals' data indefinitely, while data erasure permits companies to store data without limitations. No, that's not true. Yeah, that's not correct. For both data portability and data erasure. D, data portability and data erasure are not required under data protection laws. No, no, that's not correct. So the correct answer will be B. Yeah, data portability allows individuals to obtain their data in a commonly used machine-readable format and transfer it to another service provider, while data erasure allows individuals to request the deletion, to erase is to delete, of their personal data under certain conditions. Yeah. So the correct answer here was B. The correct answer there was B. Question 19. Which one of the following is a primary challenge related to the speed of data in data analytics? Yeah, that's data speed, the velocity of data. So which one of the following is a primary challenge related to the speed of data in data analytics? A, ensuring data security during processing, sorry. B, handling large volumes of data in real time. Sorry. Let me delete this part. It was not there. C, simplifying data storage architectures. Yeah. D, achieving data consistency across different systems. This relates only to speed. Yeah. So you eliminate based on the questions. I'll start with A, ensuring data security during processing. So how is security related to speed? So I'll eliminate that and B, A. B, handling large volumes of data in real time. So real time is all about speed. Yeah. Real time is all about velocity. So the correct answer, I'll just pick B without even thinking twice. Yeah, you pick B without taking. You have to do that. This area of multiple choice question under BDA, you have to read those notes. And I've told my students all along, you don't cram. You read to understand. And you also reason. You also have to be to have good knowledge of the English language. Yeah. Some of these things are not in the syllabus. Yeah, you just have to have the knowledge, because when it comes to speed or velocity, it's all about real time. Yeah. So let me go to C. And I eliminate simplifying data storage. So how will speed be involved with storage? Yeah. Achieving D, achieving data considered across different systems. No, that's not right. So the correct answer here was B. Yeah. So number 20. And the last part, the basic data structure that can be thought in an SQL, that's a structured query language table, or a spreadsheet data representation is known as A, series, B, list, C, data frame, D, points. So that's all what we call the data frame, the basic data structure, yeah, of an SQL or a spreadsheet data like Excel is what we call the data frame. So the correct answer here was C, data frame. Yeah, so if you answer those questions correctly, yeah, you will get your 20 marks. You will get your 20 marks. And I say this is an area that you have to read to understand. Yeah, it's a multiple choice question, but the answers are always similar. So you have to read to understand. And don't struggle cramming, eh? Just read to understand the notes and business data analytics. So if you are here for the first time, I would like to remind you to subscribe. And I'd also like to remind you that our main intake is ongoing. So start your classes early. Yeah, so that you be prepared well for the August sitting. So reach me through my number on my YouTube bio. You can WhatsApp, you can call, you can text. Yeah, so I'll be able to respond to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed morning, evening, or afternoon or night, wherever you're watching this video from across the Republic or outside the Republic. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.